Welcome, everyone. So it's Sandra Alexa here, and I'm all excited to share with you what's happening in May of 2024. I'm sure some of you are feeling it. There's been a lot of solar storms. We're going through the ascension process, so we have a lot going on. So first of all, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen. This is on my website, my personal muse, and my YouTube channel. And I also have a Facebook. So a lot of people, I post this on Facebook so a lot of people can print it off so they know the different dates of everything. So I want to share some news with you. I'm very excited. This is my new book. It's out. It's called Awakening to Your Soul, and it is on Amazon. It just got published. Now, I've written it at this particular time in my life because there is a message I have, and it has to do with the shift in consciousness, how we are awakening to our soul. It is a story about why I came to do this because of the ancestral karma that I actually carry, and how I'm the one to break it for my children, and how we are shifting as we're moving into the age of enlightenment. We are shifting, and we are awakening to who we really are and what's really going on. Right now, we're in a very dark place in the world. We're going through the Kali Yuga. There's lots of changes, but in January, Pluto, which is a big planet of transformation, has moved to Aquarius. So we're moving into the age of enlightenment. So there's a lot of, it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful place. Anyway, so first of all, I've told you about the book. I'm basically a spiritual and business coach. I'm an author. I'm an educator. Born with a veil, and so I see things. Okay, everybody thinks that's always nice. Sometimes it's not. Anyway, what I do want to do is I want to share with you the full moon that we have coming, but I also want to tell you a little bit about the book. Now, with the book, I have an incredible publisher, and they're doing a new website for me. They're doing a trailer for me. It's going to be in audio, okay? It's an ebook, it's in everything, and it's on Amazon so that you can order it, okay? It'll be a little bit longer until the audio is made. It shouldn't be that long, okay? And the website we're working on right now. So I'm pretty excited. It's a whole new shift for me, a shift that I've been working on for a few years. And so I want to thank everybody that has followed me, and I will let you know about the shift over into my new website. Okay, let us go. So I just put one up about the luckiest day, the Kazemi. You can look at that on my Facebook page. But today we're going to talk about the flower full moon. So on May 23rd, get ready to embrace a very energizing flower full moon at 3 degrees of Sagittarius. And while the sun is at 3 degrees of Gemini, the sun and moon energies highlight communication. So it's all about learning, understanding, and it gives you more to think about as something is being illuminated in yourself from a higher perspective. So what have you learned that makes you wiser? Basically is the question. If you have your natal astrology chart, you may want to check the house or the house cusps that rule Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Gemini, checking to see the status of the degree as to what house it is actually in. And I am going to be teaching some classes on Zoom through PowerPoint on understanding your natal chart. I'm also going to be doing some classes at Nirvana on it too. So it's a hands-on. You bring your chart and we work through it. So with Pluto retrograde at 2 degrees of Aquarius and a sextile to the moon at 3 degrees of Sagittarius and a trine to the sun at 3 degrees of Gemini, magic is created. Sextiles create positive harmony between planets and open pathways for growth. And trines between planets are harmonious, beneficial, and can indicate an innate talent or ability. So it's very, very important, okay? With Pluto at 3 degrees retrograde of Aquarius, internally you're recognizing and embracing the power and the ability to assess what you're taking in and what knowledge you're using to help refine and understand your new belief systems and powerful personal changes, because we've been changing. You could be feeling very optimistic and energized in a new way, as it gives a positive way of influence to consider all as something internally is realized, something you thought was true has been elevated with Pluto power. The full moon at 3 degrees of Sagittarius, which is truth, has strong opinions. I always say Sagittariuses are funny. They'll say something like, I love your turtleneck sweater, as it covers up your wrinkly neck. They don't mean anything. It's just that's what they're feeling in the moment. You're learning about powerful opinions and beliefs in your own new way of life and transformation. Now, some very powerful epiphanies. The moon is in Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, which is lucky and very expansive. However, now this is interesting. Jupiter is at 29 degrees, which is called an anaretic or critical degree of finishing of Taurus, which conjuncts Venus, now interesting, at 29 degrees, which again is an anaretic critical degree finishing off Taurus. Wowzer. So let's look. So some very successful, beautiful, and joyful creations are birthing. Venus at home in Taurus is meeting up with Saturn and Neptune, and something very powerful is manifesting, especially for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Sextile Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. Love the energies. Remember, everyone has earth signs somewhere in your natal chart. Now, a window of opportunity. That's why I wanted to do it now. So you got this is May 21st until May 25th. Embrace the powerful sextile between Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces and Jupiter at 29 degrees of Taurus. There are 5 heavenly ethereal days, a dream come true energy. The dream makers are all together. So the full moon at 3 degrees of Sagittarius is during this magic time. And May 23rd, if the royal star of the lion and Jupiter is the king of the planets, okay? Full moons release and embrace the new, wisdom, hope, faith, and the theta brain, the wealth code, manifest time. So look up the different frequencies on the Sulfrago: 432, 777, 888, 963. Trust your soul's choice. I don't tell you. So Venus, which is love and beauty, is a personal planet that affects your confidence, value, worth, a sense of self as to how you show up in the world. Depending on the house placements, it is about what you've been working on. So what have you been creating, building? It's time to make it move ahead. Something pinnacle. And Venus at 29 degrees says, you've done it. After the full moon, Venus moves to 0 degrees Gemini on May 23rd until June 17th, 2024. However, Jupiter moves to 0 degrees Gemini on May 25th until June 9th, 2025. Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces, which is magic. The power is closing out and finishing. It's time to be open to receive. I'm done. I'm complete. Then the fundamental keys of abundance. Now you're ready to attract and receive and express gratitude as you let it go. An example I can only put. My chart has Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. In my chart, Neptune is in my 9th house. Now, the 9th house is about divine blessings, auspicious merits from past lives, guidance, good karma from ancestors, publishing, broadcasting, movies, sharing information. The power in knowing came intuitively, and I had a divine universal window of time to complete writing, awakening your to your soul. The divine then works the magic as to what's next. Several different auspicious astrological planetary movements. When I do an intuitive soul astrological personal session or reading, there are two phases in doing the session. First, it's all about you, your qualities, your gifts, your purpose. Next, it's all about the planetary transits and what you can expect within a specified period of time. 29 degrees of a planet or house are chapters that are closing. So Neptune and Jupiter, this is reward time and naturally attracting and receiving as you move through it. A fundamental key of abundance is the willingness to receive. And it is about feeling worthy, feeling valuable and deserving, knowing you have earned it and your self-worth has deeply evolved and raised your frequency since you have a new belief system and come from a new vantage point. Saturn recognized you have put in the work. You've done excellent. So now through soul acknowledgement, a soul level of graduation. Remember, we have conjunctions, Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. We have Jupiter at 29 degrees of Taurus. We have Venus at 29 degrees of Taurus. Then we have Pluto at 3 degrees of Aquarius and full moon at 3 degrees of Sagittarius. The sun at 3 degrees of Gemini. Wowzer. So if you have your chart, you can look. The big one also is we have the North Node of Destiny in Aries and the South Node in Libra from July 17th, 2023 until January 28th of 2024. When the soul is to do what the soul is to do personally and collectively. In the past, okay, Libra South Node, you estimated your own happiness according to the happiness of others. So keeping them happy ensured your own survival and happiness. However, now with the North Node in Aries, you are required to find your own identity rather than be an extension of others. Learn to take a stand on your own and give up the need to please all the people all the time. So enjoy the full moon at 3 degrees of Sagittarius as it reveals to you what you've been learning. Check your house placement. It shines down upon. You're given new ways to look at the world and yourself and see your power in a new way. Celebration of you. Fun, success, happiness, joy, abundance. Full moons and other powerful transits are a time to release and embrace the new. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Albert Einstein. Check out the YouTube channel for the video, and I'd really like it if you would share, if you would comment, and subscribe. So many blessings, much love, dare to dream, and find your passion. And happy full moon, and I do hope you check out Awakening to Your Soul on Amazon. Many blessings.